Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown! Corey Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Tua on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Brought down at the 20.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. 113 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his 1st half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play here for Miami. 49 yards. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to roam now. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
Skyrocketed.
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running left, it's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give. Carter running right.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He is going to find Hill here.
He's got room at the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Tua now, third and goal. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
173 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's Hall again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A give running right is Hall.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A give to Hall running right.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20. Tua to throw. That's swung out to Mostert.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Tua.
He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers
And the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital.
and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and
1st and 10. It's Pickett. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
It's brought in by Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 14 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Throwing. Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Heineke again. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They go play action. Now Heineke.
He gets it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Heineke.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Now Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Pickett sets up play action.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back near his goal line. Here's Heineke.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 16. Commanders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So the false start will back them up 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Heineke. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Heineke now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Now Heineke on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 53 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back. He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Heineke. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
13 yards there and a Washington first. Here's Heineke.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Heineke.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. The play fake, and now Heineke. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This to McLaurin out on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Looking to throw, Heineke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you could toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A 1st down throw for Heineke. That one is slant to McLaurin.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31,
Heineke. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd and 1.
Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Heineke.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down, Heineke. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
14 more yards.
Heineke on 1st down.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
76 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down at 4.
They'll run again with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. Room here to run.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Harris. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Pickett back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. You're
most hungry place. I was past that at 28. Underground tapes as my ass capped in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized and keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew rules since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in the minute.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
I'm one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
11.
Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. and let them know they'll be back the very next series.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Allen dancing to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that just...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 14. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
This goes out wide from Mixon, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side caught by Diggs.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it's 21-3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Gun.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And his throw here is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it's going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
He's got room at the 30.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now Allen again.
Quick slant to Crowder. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Uses the stiff arm. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Here's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Allen will try again on second down. This one caught by Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
56.
Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. Vikings. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Ooh, a little cool here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have